Not every archaeological find is fascinating, but when they are, they're exceptional. They stir a sense of wonder and can uncover new details about what life was like on this planet long before the modern era. In this video, we're going to explore some of the most unbelievable archaeological discoveries and a few unexpected findings from the world of paleontology, too. Let's kick off things with number 15, Dighton Rock. This unearthly-looking rock has been a source of debate, fascination, and speculation for centuries. This 40-ton boulder, shaped as a slanted, six-sided block measuring about 5 feet high, 9.5 feet wide, and 11 feet long, was found partly submerged the Taunton River at Berkeley, Massachusetts, once part of Dighton. Its surface is covered with petroglyphs, carved designs of ancient and uncertain origin, that have puzzled researchers for generations. The rock is now preserved in a memorial building in Berkeley. Over 3 centuries, more than 20 theories have been proposed about its origins. Ezra Stiles, an American academic and theologian, believed it was carved by ancient Phoenicians. Others claimed the Vikings, Native Americans, or Portuguese explorers made the inscriptions. Despite decades of study, its meaning remains a mystery. The symbols etched into its weathered face continue to intrigue and perplex, making it one of New England's most enduring archaeological enigmas. Number 14. Mysterious Sherbrooke Stones. In the Museum of the Seminary of Sherbrooke, Quebec, 2 intriguing limestone slabs tell a story of possible African contact with North America over 2,500 years ago. Discovered near the St. Francois River by Monsieur Ludger Soucy, each stone measures about 3 feet long and weighs nearly 400 pounds. Archaeologist Thomas Lee of Laval University identified the inscriptions as Libyan script, possibly connected to Carthaginian expeditions. Written in Boustrophedon style, alternating left to right and right to left lines, they appear to record a voyage undertaken for a ruler named Hiram, reaching a great river. Scholar Barry Fell linked the stones to similar inscriptions in Spain and North Africa, suggesting ancient Mediterranean sailors explored the Americas. If authentic, these artifacts challenge accepted timelines, pointing to multiple civilizations visiting North America long before Columbus, leaving behind carved records of their journeys. Number 13. Roseau Stone. The Roseau stone, found in 1927 by Jake while digging in his Roseau garden, is a small oval artifact just 2 inches across. Found alongside stone hammers, arrowheads, pottery fragments, animal bones, and other remains of an ancient Native American settlement, it was given to anthropologist John Yeager. Yeager compared its engravings with scripts from around the world and concluded they showed elements of Greek, Egyptian, and even Sumerian writing, hinting at prehistoric contact between North America and early Old World civilizations. Its surface bears an ornate belt-like border and a zoomorphic face, possibly representing the goddess Yara. If real, it would prove that writing existed in North America some 200,000 years ago, reshaping history. The Roseau stone remains shrouded in mystery, a rare piece linking archaeology, ancient languages, and the possibility of global cultural exchange long before recorded history. Number 12. Prodigiorum ac Ostentorum chronicon. This work, also known in English as the Chronicles of Portents and Prophecies, was written by Conrad Lycosthenes in 1557. It holds a vast collection of monsters, strange phenomena, occult beliefs, and even accounts of Halley's Comet, monstrous creatures, and more, spanning from Adam and Eve through ancient Greece to the medieval era. It is like an almanac of humanity's strangest ideas from ancient times until 1557, filled with grim, fatalistic prophecies that strongly resemble, in both style and content, those of Nostradamus. The pages also contain sea monsters, natural calamities, and what some believe to be a UFO, likely a comet, seen over Arabia in 1479. Its content and illustrations conjure medieval nightmares and earlier visions, with two-headed beasts and locust swarms devouring the earth. And, like the Ripley Scroll, its cryptic Middle English prose makes it a dark yet fascinating wonder from a world far removed from our own, written in the same apocalyptic style as the Book of Revelation. Number 11. Titanosaur embryo. In 2020, paleontologists in Patagonia found an 80-million-year-old Titanosaur egg containing a remarkably preserved sauropod embryo. This rare three-dimensional fossil revealed surprising details. The species had stereoscopic vision and was born with long facial horns that vanished in adulthood. Such features differ so greatly from known titanosaurs that researchers haven't ruled out it being an entirely new subspecies. Titanosaurs were massive, long-necked herbivorous dinosaurs, and finding a complete embryo is unprecedented for this group. The exceptional preservation offers unique opportunities to study early growth, development, and evolutionary traits in sauropods. The discovery also expands understanding of reproductive strategies in these colossal creatures. Encased in sediment for millions of years, the embryo represents a once-in-a-lifetime find, bridging the gap between fossilized remains and direct evidence of life stages. Scientists continue careful analysis, knowing it may transform existing knowledge of titanosaur biology and the diversity of late Cretaceous ecosystems in South America. Number 10. The Nag Hammadi codices. They are an extensive collection of Christian manuscripts buried in the Egyptian desert for an astonishing 1,600 years, only to be uncovered in 1945. They form the foundation of Christian Gnosticism, a belief system only now being pieced together after centuries of silence, much like the mummies of ancient Egypt. Many works deviating from the official message were destroyed as early Christian politics shaped a unified doctrine. Numerous writings we know today were excluded from the Bible for political and religious reasons, and the Nag Hammadi codices are the ultimate repository of these. They include the only complete Gospel of Thomas, largely a collection of sayings attributed to Jesus. This library, made up of 52 texts in 13 leather-bound volumes, offers alternative accounts of Jesus' life. They reveal the diversity of early Christianity, providing new stories and an almost mystical light on beliefs outside the traditional church narrative. Number 9. Sanctuary of Odysseus. On the Greek island of Ithaca, excavations have revealed a sanctuary dedicated to Odysseus, the hero of Homer's Odyssey. Although Ithaca has long been linked to the legendary king, this is the first tangible evidence of a cult honoring him. Archaeologists uncovered inscribed roof tiles and stone fragments bearing his name in ancient Greek. The sanctuary occupies a terraced hillside, with an upper level containing a watchtower and building foundations, and a lower level featuring carved niches for offerings and altars, clear signs of ritual use. Among the notable finds is a small bronze bust of Odysseus, recognizable by his beard and headband. Beneath the sanctuary lies a Bronze Age cistern, showing the site's significance predates the inscriptions. The layout and artifacts indicate it was a place where locals formally honored Odysseus as more than a myth. While it doesn't prove his historical existence, it confirms his enduring cultural and spiritual presence in ancient Ithacan society. What's your take on that? Number 8. Lost Tomb of Thutmose II. In Egypt's Valley of the Kings, archaeologists have uncovered the long-missing tomb of Pharaoh Thutmose II of the 18th dynasty. His burial site had eluded discovery for centuries. The tomb bears signs of ancient collapse and flooding, which likely concealed it for so long. Confirmation of its owner came from inscribed stone fragments and pieces of canopic jars bearing Thutmose II's name. The tomb's layout mirrors other royal burials from the period, including a star-painted ceiling and precisely cut corridors. It was located near the valley's western cliffs, in an overlooked area. The find followed years of systematic ground surveys, digital mapping, and historical cross-referencing, with modern imaging pinpointing the location before excavation. Though no treasures were recovered, simply identifying the tomb resolves one of Egypt's enduring archaeological mysteries. Thutmose II's reign was pivotal in a dynasty that produced some of the most celebrated pharaohs, and locating his final resting place adds a crucial link to Egypt's royal lineage. Number 7. Bamburgh Castle Roundhouse. In 2020, archaeologists at Bamburgh Castle in Northumberland, England, uncovered remains of a much older structure beneath the medieval fortress. The castle itself is around 800 years old, but the newly revealed foundations date back roughly 2,000 years to the Roman occupation of Britain. The circular layout suggests it was a Roman roundhouse, possibly part of a fortified settlement north of Hadrian's Wall. At the time, the region was heavily defended against incursions by the Picts. An unusual number of periwinkle shells found among the foundations has puzzled researchers, perhaps evidence that the occupants consumed large quantities of shellfish, or that the site was later repurposed by fishermen. The discovery adds a deeper historical layer to Bamburgh's heritage, showing the site was strategically important long before the medieval era. While the Roman structure's precise role remains uncertain, its location within a known military zone suggests it was part of broader efforts to secure Rome's northern frontier. Number 6. Ice Age Bear in Russia. Reindeer herders on the Lyakhovsky Islands in Russia's far northeast recently discovered the remarkably preserved carcass of an extinct Ice Age bear. Estimated to be between 20,000 and 40,000 years old, the specimen retains intact soft tissues, including its nose, gums, and teeth, an extraordinary level of preservation. The species, now extinct, is thought to be a close relative of the modern brown bear. Scientists at the Northeastern Federal University in Yakutsk, which now houses the remains, describe it as the first complete Ice Age bear ever found. Such preservation was possible because the carcass remained frozen in permafrost until recent melting exposed it. This discovery offers a rare opportunity for detailed anatomical and genetic study, potentially revealing new insights into the species' biology, diet, and relationship to modern bears. As Arctic permafrost continues to thaw, researchers expect similar finds, each providing invaluable glimpses into the ecosystems and megafauna of the Pleistocene epoch. Number 5. Triceratops skull in America. Back in 2020, paleontologist David Schmidt and a team from Missouri's Westminster College found a huge Triceratops skull in the Badlands of South Dakota. Measuring 7 feet long and weighing roughly 3,000 pounds, the fossil is estimated to be about 66 million years old. The discovery began when a park ranger noticed part of a horn protruding from the ground the previous year, but didn't recognize its significance. Over 2 months, the team carefully excavated the skull using shovels and pickaxes, eventually encasing it in plaster for transport. The fossil was moved 800 miles to Westminster College for cleaning, study, and eventual display. Researchers believe additional parts of the skeleton may remain buried at the site, prompting plans to return for further excavation. The skull's exceptional size and preservation offer valuable insight into one of the late Cretaceous period's most iconic herbivorous dinosaurs, whose distinctive horns and frill remain among the most recognizable features in paleontology. Number 4. Grave of Matthew Flinders. During excavations for London's HS2 rail project in 2019, archaeologists rediscovered the long-lost grave of Captain Matthew Flinders, the British naval officer credited with the first circumnavigation of Australia. Flinders died in 1814 and was buried at St. James's Gardens in Euston, but his grave's location was lost after his headstone was removed during railway expansion in the 19th century. For over a century, his resting place remained unknown, even as a statue was erected at Euston Station in 2014 to honor him. The excavation uncovered his lead coffin plate bearing his name, conclusively identifying the burial. Flinders' navigational achievements were instrumental in mapping Australia's coastline, and his advocacy popularized the continent's name. The find not only restores a tangible connection to one of Britain's most important explorers, but also provides an opportunity for renewed historical recognition. Plans are underway to rebury him with full honors in a location befitting his remarkable maritime legacy. Number 3. Sauropod thigh bone. This is insane. In 2019, paleontologists in Charente, southwestern France, uncovered a colossal sauropod thigh bone at the Angeac-Charente dig site. Measuring over 6 feet in length, the bone is exceptionally well preserved for its age, around 140 million years, dating to the Jurassic period. Its size and structure indicate it belonged to a massive plant-eating sauropod, possibly weighing up to 50 tons. Nearby, a large pelvic bone was also found, though it is less intact and may not be from the same individual. Remarkably, the thigh bone retains visible impressions where muscles and tendons once attached, along with minor surface scarring. Such preservation is rare, as large fossil bones often collapse or fragment over time. This find adds to the rich fossil record of the Angeac-Charente site, already considered one of Europe's most important dinosaur excavation locations. It provides further evidence of the sheer scale and physical power of the sauropods that roamed prehistoric Europe during the Jurassic era. Number 2. Ichthyosaur and Titanosaur fossil paleontologists in China found an amazing fossil, an almost complete skeleton of a massive Ichthyosaur with the remains of a long Titanosaur preserved in its stomach. Measuring about 5 meters, the Ichthyosaur was a formidable marine predator during the Triassic period, some 240 million years ago. The prey, at 4 meters, was unusually large for its predator, and scientists believe the Ichthyosaur died from internal injuries after the ill-fated meal. This 2020 discovery challenges prior assumptions that ichthyosaurs fed mainly on smaller prey, given their relatively blunt teeth. Both skeletons are exceptionally well preserved, allowing detailed study of anatomy and feeding behavior. This find offers rare evidence of predator-prey interaction frozen in time, revealing that even apex predators sometimes made fatal miscalculations. It also provides a clearer picture of marine ecosystems in the Triassic, where large reptiles ruled the seas long before the dominance of later Mesozoic giants, such as plesiosaurs and mosasaurs. Number 1. Henry VII half-groat. Archaeologists at Cupid's Cove, back in November 2021, uncovered what may be the oldest English coin ever found in Canada, a silver half-groat minted during the reign of Henry VII between 1493 and 1499. The coin was discovered at the site of the first English settlement in the country, established in 1610. Analysis by currency specialists confirmed its Canterbury mint origin and extraordinary age. Lead archaeologist William Gilbert, who has excavated the site since 1995, described it as one of his most significant finds, linking early English colonial activity with late 15th century currency circulation. Previously, the oldest English coin recovered in Canada was an Elizabethan piece found at the same location in 2001. The half-groat's presence suggests enduring connections between early North American settlements and England's economic networks, predating permanent colonial establishments by more than a century. It stands as a tangible artifact, bridging medieval England and early Canadian history. If you've enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.